Hello friends and welcome to YouTube channel Freedom Tech, and in this session what we are going to learn. In this session we are going to count a parking space with the help of YOLOv8 on our Windows machine. But before we move to our practical, friends, if you learned something from our videos, please consider to subscribe our channel. Okay friends, thank you so much, and let's get started. So friends, as I mentioned, we are going to detect a parking space with the help of YOLOv8. For that, first you need to install OpenCV and YOLOv8 on Windows machine. This is Windows 11. Of course, you can use here Windows 10 machine also. So I have already created the video how to install OpenCV and YOLOv8 on Windows machine with the help of Tony Python IDE. I will mention video link, watch video and install OpenCV and YOLOv8. Then for today's session, I have created here a repository YOLOv8 parking space, and inside that we have basic code. This is the basic code for idea how we can detect or how we can count the parking space, and this is our full code, main code, test count.py. okay, so simply I will mention the link, repository link, inside the description box. Go there and copy and paste the link and open the link inside the browser. Then simply we are going to click on download zip. It will download our zip format folder. Go here, show in folder. So this is what our folder in zip format. Right click WinRAR and just click on extract to folder name. So it will extract our folder. Simply go inside the folder. First we need our video file. So this is the video file link. So right click, open with text, okay, text editor, copy the link, and then we need to simply paste the link inside browser. So just press Ctrl+V and hit enter. It will open the link, then click on download. It will download zip format folder, and inside that folder we have our video file. Okay, so it's now downloading. That's it, we have downloaded our folder for video file. Click on show in folder, and we need to move our folder inside our main repository. So just cut and YOLOv8 parking space main, again same folder, and here we are going to paste our video folder. Right click to the folder, and then we are going to simply click on extract. Here it will extract our video file. So this is what our video file, as you can see, parking one. So first I will show you what is the idea, behind the project. Okay, so for that I have created here basic code. Okay, so simply just click on basic and it will open our code with the help of Tony Python IDE. So import CV2, then import pandas as PD, numpy as NP, ultralytics, import YOLO and import time. And we are going to use here YOLOv8s.pt, which is by default pre-trained model for object detection. Okay, so let me start the code, then I will explain all the code. Okay, so as I mentioned, this is just a basic code. Full code is also I have mentioned inside the repository. But first, how we can use YOLOv8 for counting parking space. Okay, so here I have mentioned 0 because I want to freeze the frame. So let me save the code again. If I run the code, it will start the parking1.mp4 video file. So it's now downloading our YOLOv8s.pt by default pre-trained model. So friends, it started our video file, and this is what our video file first frame, and this is what our parking area. As you can see, this is what our parking area. Right now there is no car. So here the idea is like this. We need to monitor here each parking spot separately. Means here we have 12 parking spot, but for basic idea I have only draw here it is, as you can see, I have only draw a polylines in this area, which is 9th number spot for parking spot. Here it is, as you can see, I have mentioned 9. So here I have draw a polyline. So how to draw the polyline? Simple. For that I have mentioned here a mouse function. Here it is, as you can see, this is what our mouse function, and with the help of mouse function, when we move our cursor on our video file, inside the shell, as you can see inside shell we have coordinates, and simply with the help of these coordinates we can draw a polyline. So let me show here. If I go here, so the coordinates is like 514328, which I have already mentioned, because you can see I have already draw here a polylines. So I have mentioned here area. Okay, as you can see this is the area 9, because this is a 9 number spot, this is the 9 number space for parking. Okay, so I have mentioned here area 9, and here if I go here, as you can see it's 513326. so it little bit changed, because right now I am moving here a cursor, so it's as you can see 511326. so this is how you can mention area. So this is first point, then this is second point. So here you need to mention this second points xy coordinates. As you can see, if I move my cursor over here, 555387. Okay, so here I have mentioned second point. So same way next point, same way another point. So this is how you will get the coordinates for drawing polyline on each area. For each area we are going to draw a polylines, because we want to monitor each parking space separately. So we need to draw here 12 polylines with the help of mouse coordinates, as I mentioned here. Okay, so for basic idea I have only draw here one area, one polyline. Okay, so this is basically our 9 number spot. So we have now our polylines. Now what we are going to do, when we detect our object, so in this case our car is basically our object. Okay, so with the help of YOLOv8 we are going to detect our car. Then we detect our car, then of course we have here, let me show you. If I scroll down our code little bit. Okay, so when we detect our object, means our car, we have x1, y1, x2 and y2 coordinates for drawing the rectangles. Okay, so we have our 4 coordinates. So now simply we can draw a circle for our object. Okay, so here it is, as you can see I have mentioned if there is car in C. So C is basically our COCO file. Okay, so which I have already mentioned inside our repository. So if I open the folder, okay, so here it is, as you can see this is what our COCO file, and inside that we have all the classes. Okay, as you can see we have all the classes names. So we only want here our car. So for that I have mentioned here a condition inside the code. Here we detect our 4 coordinates rectangle, then C is equal to our class list. Okay, so here I have mentioned, here it is, as you can see here we are going to read our data, means here we are going to read our coco.txt file, and then we have our class list, and class list is basically our class names which we have inside our coco.txt file. Okay, so then here we are going to mention C is equal to our class list. Okay, and then our class list is basically our each object ID. So here D is equal to int row, and this row is basically our ID. If you don't know what all these things, so I have already mentioned in the video where I have explained how you can use OpenCV for YOLOv8, then you will get a better idea. Okay, so if car is in C, means if car detected with the help of our YOLOv8, then only we need our circle, means we need our center point for each object. So if car is in C, then Cx is equal to int x1 plus x2 divided by 2, and Cy is basically int y1 plus y2 divided by 2. This is how we will get our center point coordinates Cx and Cy. Okay, so we have now Cx and Cy, simply we can draw a circle. So idea behind is this: when we have our object inside our area, and of course we have our center point, then we are going to use our same idea, point polygon test method. If the center point of object inside our selected area, then only we are going to detect, then only basically we are going to draw a rectangle, then only we are going to say that there is a car inside our selected area, because our center point is inside our polylines. Of course, we have a detection. So when there is no car, there is no detection inside our polylines, because there is no center point, means there is no car. So this is the idea. If there is a center point is inside a polyline, of course we can say there is a car. Right now there is no car, as you can see there is no car, there is no center point inside our area, it means there is no car. So this is the idea behind the project. Okay, so simple. So then what is next? We detect our car. Then what we want to do? We want to create a list. Means the detection is like this way. If there is car, we can say 1. If there is no car, there is a 0. Let me show you here. Here it is, as you can see. This is the area. This is the point polygon test method. Okay, which I have already explained in previous videos. Okay, so this is the point polygon test method, and here it is, as you can see. As I mentioned, this is what our area 9. Okay, so if there is Cx and Cy inside the selected area, then only we can say we are going to do all these other things. Mean we can draw the rectangle, of course there is a center point. Okay, and then we create a list. Okay, so list 9, because this is the area 9, so list 9 dot append, and inside that we need to pass our C, because C is our classes file, our coco.txt file. Okay, so we are going to create here a list of our detected object. So it will create a list, and here if I scroll little bit up, here it is, as you can see I have created here a blank list. List 9 is equal to nothing. It will append the list when our car is inside our area. Simple. Now we have our list. So here let me show you. If I print here A9, not A9, basically our list name is list 9. Okay, so list 9, let me show you here. If I print here list 9. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are going to skip a frame one by one. So I have started the frame. Now just watch inside the shell. Okay, I'm going to skip here a frame. This is basically a time lapse video, friends. Okay, so but for knowing purpose, we freeze our frame. So here it is, as you can see right now there is a car, but the car is not inside in our area. So inside shell, as you can see inside shell, now there is a car, and here it is, as you can see it says there is a car, because we create a list, and inside that list we have our object, and our object is basically car. So it says there is a car. Here it is, as you can see it says there is a car. Okay, now if I skip the frame, now there is no car, empty list. Okay, so if there is a car, there is a 1. So simply means we can say here, we can say the length of our list 9. So if I print here A9, so I have already mentioned here it is, as you can see I have already mentioned the length of our list 9 which we create, which we append. Here it is, as you can see we append our list 9 and we mention our list empty lists. Okay, so if there is our car inside our selected area, we can say length of list 9. So now if I start again the code, okay, here it is, as you can see, let me show you a skip. If I skip the frame, now there is a 0. 0 means there is no car in our area 9 for this particular parking slot. There is no car. There is no car. Okay, so if I skip a frame again, here it is inside a shell, as you can see there is a 0 because there is no car. Okay, so When there is a car, there is a 1. Here it is, as you can see, we detected there is a car inside our selected area, a 9 number parking slot, and inside shell, here it is, as you can see, we have 1. 1 means there is a car. Okay. Now if I skip again a frame, now there is again 0, it means there is no car. Okay. So this is the idea. But now what is the next idea? So now what is next? We can say like this way, if there is a car, our polyline's color is changed, it will become a red, and if there is no car, the polyline color will be green. Okay, so right now as you can see, there is no car, our polyline's color is basically green. So if I skip a frame again, and now as you can see, there is a car inside our area and our polyline color is red, it means there is a car. Also our number 9 number is also red. So if I skip again the frame, okay, now there is no car, as you can see, the number is white and area is green, it means we can park the car in our selected area, there is a space. Okay, so for that I have mentioned here, if A is equal to 1, 1 means there is car. If A is equal to 1, CV2 dot polylines, we are going to draw the polylines and we can change the color. So now here I have mentioned the red color. If there is a car, 1 means there is a car, as I show you inside the shell. 1 means there is a car. So if there is a car, we need to make our polyline color red. So here it is, as you can see, 00255 red color. Okay. Also the text which we mentioned, the number 9 number, as you can see, the 9 number, CV2 dot put text method 9 number, and this is the xy coordinates where we mention our 9 number. Okay, so the coordinates, same way we need to move our cursor here. Okay, and we will get the xy coordinates, and these xy coordinates we need to mention inside our CV2 put text method. Here it is, as you can see, I have mentioned the xy coordinates. Then it will put the 9 number text in our particular selected area. Okay, so of course when there is a 1 means there is a car, the text color is also we want to become a red, so I have mentioned here red. And else means there is no car, so this is the condition, else there is no cars, our polylines color is basically green, also our text color 9 number text color is white. Simple. So this is the basic idea. This is the basic idea behind the project. We need to draw a polyline for each parking spot separately. Okay. So again, I am going to skip a frame. Here it is, as you can see, there is a car, and because there is a car, here it is, as you can see, we have center point, a circle, and as I mentioned, the condition is what? Our center point of our object, if it is inside our area, then we can say there is a car, and of course our polyline color will become red. Also our number, our area number, this is the 9 number parking slot, will also become red. If there is no car, it will become green. As you can see, there is no car in this area, the polyline become green. Also our text color, our 9 number text is also a white. So this is the basic code for idea. Now simply what I am going to do, I am going to run our full final code where I have mentioned all area. Okay, so test count, this is the full code, and inside that, if I scroll down here, here it is, as you can see, I have mentioned all 12 areas separate. This is the area 1, area 2, area 3, area 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is all our area, all our parking spot. Okay, then this is the list. When we detect our object inside, when we detect our car inside our area, we want to create our class list for each area separate. So 12 area, we want to create a 12 list, list 1, 2, 3, 4, as you can see, I have mentioned here 12 list. Okay, then the condition with the help of point polygon test, so I have created the condition, point polygon test condition for each area separately. So result 1, result 2, this is what our all area. We have here a 12 areas and 12 point polygon test condition. Okay, and of course, when, as I mentioned, when there is a car, we want to create a class list. So list will append, and inside that C. So C is basically what? As I mentioned, C is basically our list, our class, coco.txt file. Here it is, as you can see. Okay, so it will create a list. So list is basically what? List is basically our length. When we have list, here it is, as you can see. When we have our list, so all area we need to mention the length for each list. Of course, it is 0 or 1. 1 means there is car, 0 means there is no car. Simple. And then what we are going to do, we can simply say if A1 is equal to 1 means there is car. Of course, we want to draw a polylines with red color, and this is what our each area number. This is the first area, okay, and the area number is also we want to become a red. And else means of course 0. If there is no car, the polyline will become green, and our text, our number text is also white. So this is how I have mentioned all the area A3, A4, as you can see, all 12 area conditions. Simple. So I have mentioned full code, also I have mentioned the basic code inside the repository. So now what we want to do, we want to count the space. Okay, so for that simply I have created a new variable which is O. O is basically our A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8, A9, A10, 11 and 12. We can simply plus all these areas, and then we are going to minus our O. This O with our 12. Our how many area we have? We have 12 spaces. Okay, so simply we can say space is equal to 12 minus O. Then we will get how much space we have here. So now what we are going to do? I am going to simply start code. Then you will get the final idea. Okay, so now there is a full space available. Here it is, as you can see, 12. 12 means there is a full space, all area are available for parking. 12 parking spots, 12 is available. Okay. Now here it is, as you can see friends, there is a cars and the space is also changing. Now we have 7 space, now 6 space, 6 slots available for parking. Here it is, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 6. Now 7 available, and there is a car, and as you can see the polyline color is also changed because there is a car. Okay, now there is no car, all space available. There is only one car, 11 space available. Okay, 9 space available. Okay, when there is a car, our polyline color is changed because there is a car. The area will become red. Okay, 5 space available, 5 slots available basically. Now 6 slot, 5. Okay, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 available. Now we have 8 slots available. Now we have all the way space available, 12 spaces. Okay, now here it is, as you can see, we have only one car, 11 space available. Okay, so this is the idea. I have shared the full code, and also I have shared the basic idea of code inside the repository. I hope you will learn something from this video. We'll meet our next video. Till then, thank you, take care, and bye bye.